Hello everybody, it is John and today we are looking at a collection of 10 games related to horror. Seeing October is known for, I believe, Halloween. Yes, the spooky month. So I'm out looking for a wizard's hat. Do you think I can find a wizard's hat anywhere? No, because I'm decided that the wizarding look is what I want. Seeing that somebody rather cheekily came up to me at a newsagent and said, I didn't look a day over 75, Gandalf. Yes, so obviously they think I'm Gandalf and that I don't look a day over 75. I said to the wife, I've just been given an extra 10 years. I said, I should have told him I'm 85. That would have made him happy. But anyway, let's have a look. Now, these 10 games that I have selected. Now, I could have gone mad and chosen a whole heap of Cthulhu games. I've limited them down to, I guess, 2, but one of them's in another category. But let's have a look at... now, they're also not listed in any level of 1 to 10. I'm just going to pull them off and show you what I've got. So these are my 10 that I've pulled off my shelf. So look, one of the ones that I have, a friend of mine got this some time ago, and I was lucky enough to see this appear as a, this is I think the deluxe box set, and it's all about nightmares, and it's actually quite a fun game of pushing your luck. And you're just rolling lots and lots of dice. This set comes with little neoprene mats, I think, for putting everything on. But I quite like it, and it's all about nightmares. So Lucidity is one of my games that I have chosen. Another one that I have is, and this is, of course, anything to do with H.P. Lovecraft I love. And I've chosen something that probably people haven't played or paid much attention to for some time, and that is Elder Sign. I quite like it. I had the, I think I had the app that I played for quite some time because a lot of people moved on to other games, and I guess it's fallen out of favour. But I enjoyed it. I think I've got the expansion for this, but this is quite a good game. In my opinion, I've enjoyed it, I've played it, and it's one of the 10 games that I have chosen that is horror orientated. Right, what else have I got? Keeping with the Cthulhu, but we've gone pandemic. Yes, pandemic. Cthulhu, Reign of Cthulhu. Yes, I have played this, and but I found people would prefer to play Pandemic than to play the Cthulhu version of it. But look, I enjoyed it. Just because people would prefer to play Pandemic, poo on them. But anyway, that is another one of my horror type board games. Right. Now, what do people think of for TV series when you think of horror? Well, what are you thinking? Are you thinking of Grimm? You're thinking Walking Dead? Oh, God, that's a dreadful bloody series. Game of Thrones. God knows there's enough horror in that, isn't there? Just for the series alone. No, we think of good old Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yes, legendary. Look, the legendary series of games are quite good. I like them. I honestly have not played Buffy, but I have played quite a few of the legendary series and have thoroughly enjoyed them. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer is waiting there rather impatiently to be played. So there you go, one of my horrors. Now, one of my favourite games, and it's the first edition, and you can tell by how worn this delightful box is. This is the first edition of Fury of Dracula. Yes, I love this game. I know a lot of people seem to think that the first edition is poo, but I do like this, and actually all the other editions are just as good. So whichever edition you like to play, Fury of Dracula is certainly the epitome of horror. So there you go. That's another one of my horror ones. Now, for solo horror game, again, Chainsaw Warrior, you're fighting your way through. Think of Escape from New York, except mutants, all sorts of monsters, darkness, and you're all on your own. Lots of fun. Yep, so there you go. Chainsaw Warrior. I just thought I'd put that one in because I don't think anybody would even think about that one as a horror-related one. Now, many people will have probably included this. I've seen that in many lists. Horrified. I have played this. I have enjoyed this. And it is certainly one I think that will be played again fairly soon, I would think. But there you go. That's another one of the horror type board games that is sitting in my collection. One that I've not yet played is Ghost Stories. I've noticed that's on a few people's lists, so that's sitting in my collection. I believe it is complicated, but I have friends who will, I'm quite sure, teach me how to play it. So it's there. It will be played in due course. So Ghost Stories is another, I guess, horror-related title. Now, one of the big ones that I've got that I do enjoy. Who doesn't like The Thing? Who goes there? Yes. Share a bunk with somebody who may be infected. This is a delightful game. Coming out of the cold. Yes, you've got to go looking for things. It is a fun game. I thoroughly recommend it, actually. It's good. So that is the, I guess, the 9th game. Now, my last one. Look, I love a lot of IP games, but to be quite honest, my favourite, apart from Cthulhu, would have to be Hellboy. So I'm finishing my 10 games in my collection. I think there's a few more, but look, these are the ones that I thought, look, there's some in here that I don't think people would have chosen. I've doubled up, I think, on some, but look, Hellboy certainly falls into that horror category, even if it is with quite a bit of panache and humour. So there you go, everybody. There are my 10 horror board games in my collection, in no particular order. So let me know what you think your 10 horror board games are. They don't have to be in any order. Or tell me what your favourite horror board game is. I was almost tempted to put in Nuclear War. If that's not horrifying to think about, I thought I could be cheeky and put that one in. Yes, but who knows. Look, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Until next time, signing off, the Honourable John.